Morning, everybody. This is good old Reverend Ordo, and this is the Anonymous Mando'Ade Network. Social media. The curse and a curse. Is it a curse or is it a blessing? Now, I've been on social media since 2011. That's a long, long time. That's a long, long time. See, I wasn't thinking when I signed up for a Facebook account, a Twitter account, YouTube, or Tumblr. I wasn't thinking. I wanted to join the club. Well, after a decade, there is no club. There is no club. Now these days, you have people on the left, people on the right, some in the middle. Some are conservative, some are liberal, some are progressive, some are moderate, whatever that shit is. A lot of shit you're seeing these days makes you want to rethink ever even sign up for a social media account, you know. And really gotta wonder, you know. Let's plug this in for a minute. See, I never had a MySpace page. Never had one. Never had one. Now these days, don't care. I'm sitting here just really just thinking, you know, just really thinking. To me, social media is kind of somewhat of a blessing, and what a curse. Yeah, most of these creators that are mostly Democrat, left-leaning, liberal, or progressive and shit. And not just the big three or four, you know. But when you look at Minds, Gab, MeWe, CloutHub, Parler, Getter, True Social, Mastodon. These are alternative platforms. And there are more alternative platforms that's basically eating lunch of Facebook, well, Meta, YouTube, and Instagram. Now, Parler at the time, a lot of people were leaving Twitter and Facebook. Okay. And Parler became the #1 app, social media app, within weeks. Right? Twitter went down to #4 or number 3. Facebook's #4. You had Parler, then you had and Parler is a alternative platform, like Minds and Gab and Mastodon and shit like that, and Rumble. And by the election in 2020, all of a sudden you had all these companies deplatform Parler. And GoDaddy.com shut them down. Right? So Parler's back. Right? Now, Gab, how come Gab is not in a app store? Right? How come Gab is not in a app store? You know? I mean, you got Minds, you got MeWe, you got, let's see, Minds, MeWe, you got BitChute, well, Minds, MeWe, CloutHub, Rumble, Parler, Getter, True Social, you got Mastodon, right? You got Tumblr, which is now a part of the alternative platform movement. But only 2 apps that are on the App Store is Gab and BitChute. The thing is, you gotta think about right now. Okay, you have people getting censored, man. You know, like that, and you got. I think Facebook. They've been censoring or shadow banning. Before Elon Musk bought it, Twitter was shadow banning anybody who has a critical thinking, and and they hide behind this Section 230, right? I think a certain part or a couple parts of that should be removed because tech companies like Facebook and Meta and YouTube and should be held accountable. And I mean, you got to think about, okay, I'm going to leave Meta, meaning I'm going to drop WhatsApp, I'm going to drop Instagram, I'm going to drop Facebook. Or I'm going to keep Messenger. Why? Because keep Messenger is like you still have Facebook and Instagram around. Drop it all. Drop all of Meta. No. Because the thing is, Mark Zuckerberg is a Rockefeller through blood. and he is part of the club. He is in that club. He is in that club, and he's in the big club, and we ain't in it. Don't want to be in it. But before you start an account with these companies, or get involved in it, think really hard. I mean, like really, really hard. In the United States of America, we have the 10 Amendments. That was ratified in 1791. Okay. Now, the First Amendment: freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom to peacefully assemble, which has been violated multiple times by law enforcement, and Antifa, those crack kid, white kid bastards, and BLM. And you, the citizens of this country, have the right to peacefully assemble, right? And also to redress our grievances. Okay? Now, you could go to any member of law enforcement asking, what's the 5 elements of the First Amendment? They will not tell you. Why? They don't fucking know, or they don't give a shit. They're following the script of the top brass of the cocksnots. But you gotta think about keeping things minimal each day. Because the thing is, you could be non-political, don't deal with that shit. You keep it simple, but even though you have these bastards, you have no political affiliation, right? No political affiliation at all, none whatsoever. And you want to keep it that way. Why? Your choice. So, the thing is, and you gotta wonder about, I mean, you want to talk with family, friends, your whole life, because they're on it, right? And it's a real thing you want to question, because you got people, for example, you're online playing game, right? And you have a couple people who is trying to get other players out of the session. So the two dumbasses want to have it all to themselves, right? And and you're trying to keep yourself and play whatever because you have a way of doing things in the game. You bother nobody, right? You're bothering nobody, but they want you out of the session, right? That's how it is in social media platforms. They want you out. They want you gone because they have a way of thinking, a way of trying to keep things their way. They don't want to hear anybody having a critical thinking. They don't want anybody to have a voice. They don't want anybody to have an opposite way of thinking, seeing things, and saying things. They want you to think like them. If you look at Antifa, if you look at BLM, if you look at all these dumbass groups, and then you got a new one, Trans-Tifa. Trans-Tifa in Old English dictionary means ass clowns. Trans-Tifa. In Old English dictionary, the definition, ass clown. Now, you have these idiots that have a way of thinking, right? From all walks of life, all walks of life, and you ask yourself, why are they doing this, and do they have an agenda? They all have an agenda. Antifa has an agenda. BLM has an agenda, right? Law enforcement has an agenda. Politicians have an agenda, right? They all have an agenda. They all have a narrative, right? They all have a narrative. They all want to play this, oh, I'm a victim. No. They're all victimizers. They're victimizers, man. They victimize you in a way where they don't like how you think, the way you think, what you say, how you say it, what you see and how you see it. I'm a libertarian, conservative. I could be labeled as a Trumper. I could be labeled as a MAGA guy, which I'm not. I haven't voted Republican or Democrat in over in like years, in years. And I just think that this generation, man, which is my son's generation. My son thinks that, look, he's a Gen Z, yeah, but he has that Gen X mindset, because I'm Gen X. His mom is Gen X, If you're a Gen Z and your parents are Gen Xers, understand this. We've been around the block a lot longer than you. We're the ones that's older than the internet. We're pre-internet, you guys. Um, but you make bitch and whine. Well, we got this. Well, we were around when the first one came out. You dumb, you turd burglar. We were around when the first cell phone came into the world. You turds. If you think about it, it's not really a. Basically, you have a utility phone in your damn pocket, maybe even up your ass. It's not a smartphone; it's a utility device up your ass. That's what it is. No more, no less. It could do things. But the thing is, all this social media shit, it's a blessing and a curse at the same damn time. But the truth is, this is the truth. There are platforms, look, Meta, TikTok, YouTube, maybe even X. I haven't seen it on X yet, so I wouldn't say it. I have before Musk bought it. But these platforms, these companies are all mostly far left. Okay, far left. And that's bad. That is very, very bad, man. Because not all these platforms, like from Minds, Gab, MeWe, CloudHub, Parler, Getter, Mastodon, Rumble, Tumblr. Not all of them, but there's some that are libertarian. Some that are Republicans, some that are even Democratic conservatives, like Dennis Kucinich. He's a Democrat, but also a conservative. It's like, is there a Republican liberal? Is there a Republican progressive? I don't know. Is there a Republican moderate? I don't know. But there is a Democrat conservative. But when you think about, really think about, you could do a video like I'm doing now, and I could upload it to YouTube, and they could go through it. They could go through it because they all do anyway. There's a good chance that it could get removed, pulled, or whatnot. They could say I violated some kind of policy, which I've been doing pretty good so far. But some of these tech companies have really fucked up. Like right now, President Trump is trying to get where he's trying to make basically give tech companies immunity from any kind of fine. So like in Europe, right? In Europe, okay. in Europe, Meta got fined up to what? What was the biggest one? 700 plus, was it $750 million yeah, $750 million a few years back. Google got fined up to say 300 something million. Apple got fined. What was it? It's somewhere in the billions, you know. And like, and Trump's trying to stop that. Dude, if these companies are fucking up another, if these companies like Facebook or Apple or Google are fucking up in other countries, right? And what they're doing to the citizens, like collecting metadata, collecting information, everything, then that country has a right to sue a tech company. You know, because what Trump's trying to do is trying to protect companies here who's basically has an app on every phone across the world and shit, you know, like what the fuck, you know. And like if so like Poland or Brazil or Guam or Puerto Rico or Greece is suing Apple for some stupid shit they've done, and Taiwan is suing Facebook, or Ecuador is suing, say, Amazon, you know, for so the thing is, if you run a company, a tech company like that, and you're doing some shady shit, and it's found out by a country like Germany or Belgium or France, hey, they have a right to sue on behalf of their citizens, you know. Right? Isn't that why we don't have a ZTE company from China here in the United States? No. No. I mean, Samsung. All about that. Samsung is knowing where you're. Is basically telling the feds your location. Is Samsung giving away your location? Wow. I have a couple Samsung phones. I haven't used those in a while now, so I used a Galaxy S9, the Galaxy S9 for a while, because my dad gave me his Cat S62 phone, rugged phone, and the phone I'm using now. This is a Google Pixel 6a with Graphene OS in it. It still works. Okay. The reason I went back to it because I miss using it. Yeah. I don't want to get stuck using a Google. Have all my. Here's the thing. Android has a Google bundle on it. Don't matter what phone it is. Samsung, Acer, Motorola, whatever it is, If you get an Android phone device, it will have a Google bundle on it, no matter what. And right now, Google's being sued for that shit. They're selling the devices with a Google bundle on it, like Google, Chrome, Gmail, anything Google. Okay. Now, I've run into here's the reason why you should think about before you sign up for a account on social media. Scammers. Yes, scammers. Scammers will go onto your page. Take your picture you have in your little folder thing there, and they will save that. They will use that for a profile pic to scam you. Okay, I've seen a lot of photos from adult film actresses, being used, like Danny Daniels and Hannah Brooks and Natasha Nice, and being used, and just to scam you, and it really sucks that they're using your profile, that they're using one of your pictures to create a profile, a fake profile to scam you, to reel you in. There's some huge thinking to do before you even sign up for your social media account. I get it. You want to be able to connect with family and friends and kids, That's good and all. That's cool. Minimize the number of friends you have. And because the thing is, you will have a request from someone who could be suspicious. I mean, you check them out, they have no picture, they have nothing, completely blank, like a channel on YouTube. Just a channel, no subscribers, no videos, no nothing, just a it's insane. It is really insane, and I think there's a lot of huge, man, I just think that we all gotta be careful what you say, right? There's a guy, he has a channel called No Smiles, right? No Smiles. And he was told by an individual, because he was talking about wanting to boom a building. with the letters C and A on it, right? And what my thought would be, my thought on that is like, dude, when I caught wind of this shit, I was like, this is why you gotta be careful what you say. You know, it's like, Harry Sisson. He made a tweet talking about how, well, since Joe Biden has immunity, presidential immunity, he could send the Marines after the President Trump, and send the military after the the tweet was, since Joe Biden had immunity as president, he tweeted, now since Joe Biden has immunity as president, he can send the military after the Supreme Court judges, and send the Marines after Donald Trump. Now, when they got around, he denied it. When he got caught, people freeze-framed the tweet. And he still doubled down. Oh, I didn't do that. Dude, it's right there. It's right there. That's why. See, that's why you have to be careful what you post or say, because the thing is, it could be sued, right? Or, for example, if you defame somebody or slander them, right? You could get sued for slander and defamation. And the thing is, you have to be careful what you say. But there's some dumbasses that don't care, don't give a fuck, and because they don't give a fuck, they don't care if they get sued, they don't care if they're going to go to jail, But when it happens, you have to be careful what you say on social media, man, because the thing is, they're going to start shadow banning you. They're going to start shadow banning you. And it's not good for you, man. It wouldn't be good for you, because the thing is, you're fucking up, and people are seeing it. And you gotta understand that if you fuck up big time, like on TikTok, with enough complaints, enough strikes, your account is banned. You're gone, dude. You are gone. And you are gone. You are absolutely gone. And the thing is, social media platforms. Now you have two sides. You have the elite platforms, and you have the alternative platforms. Well, I mean, the elite platforms, I'm saying TikTok, YouTube, / Google, Meta, and even because X is in between, alternative and the elite, kind of thing, Um, and the reason there's more alternatives than there are the main ones because the alternate platforms like Minds and Gab and MeWe, Cloud Hub, the rest of them. No, serious shit. No, serious. The thing is, this is the free speech area right here, the alternate platform here. Over here are the ones that get all these whiny little bastards complain, bitch and moan, all those fuckers, Now, when we talk about politics in social media, that is a red flag, red flag, red flag. Ground zero, folks, ground zero. It's just that, yes, they have a good service to offer, but also they hire, now, like YouTube, they hired 10,000 people who work for the Southern Poverty Law Center, SPLC. And they're mostly far left wing, progressive, liberal. The Hillary Clinton Democrat cunts types. And it's just that you got to really think about. You will have trolls too. I got asked one time only, what's your favorite kind of troll and why? My favorite kind of troll, is the gaming troll. The ones that, are you mad, bro? Are you mad, bro? Kind of the joker on the internet. The joker on the internet, but in gaming, If you're a joker on the internet, that's fine, but if you're a troll that once you get caught, they play the victim card. Oh, I'm a victim. Oh, I'm a victim. No, you're not, dude. You're one of those type of trolls that would try to get someone off a platform because they think that you talk some shit on somebody they know or they like or whatever, But I would seriously think about it, before you even do it, And plus, some of these red flag platforms, it's like Facebook or Meta, what's to say CIA thing. And It's just one thing after another that you need to really think about real hard. Because the thing is, you have to really ask yourself, do I want to sign up with this platform or this platform? Which one will give you free speech? And which one will shadow ban you because you have a different way of thinking, saying, and saying things at the same time, Basically, be yourself, The one thing that really riles them up is, look, I think I'm a very rare guy. I think I'm a very rare guy. Um, I'm a very rare guy, in my opinion. Um, I have a completely different way of thinking, saying things, and saying things. Saying things, and kind of understand stuff. Um, some may not like it. I don't care. Some may understand. I get that. The reason I'm not left or right or far right, I don't follow that paradigm. I don't follow that left right paradigm. I don't follow the two party paradigm. I don't. I don't care about it. Don't want to get involved. Um, I think we have to really understand that you can think the way you want to think. You can see the world the way you see it. Whatever. That's your thing. That's you know. Mine is more. I don't follow the left right paradigm. I don't follow that shit. I don't follow any ideology. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a moderate. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a libertarian conservative. I believe in liberty. I believe in self-govern. I believe in self-governing myself to be able to do what I need to do every day. To live my life. Live my life the way I see fucking fit, I don't care about what they think. I could care fucking less. I'm gonna live my life the way I see fit. I'm gonna live my life the way I see the world. I'm gonna live my life the way I think. I'm gonna live my life the way I am. I'm gonna live my life being myself. And if anybody doesn't like it, they can go fuck themselves. I don't care. I'm a rare guy. I'm a rare fucking guy. I'm sarcastic. I am very openly opinionated, outspoken, free, critical thinking. I'm a fucking around and find out kind of guy. You look around, you're gonna find out. But I can also be. I'm also open-minded. I could be an easy guy, easygoing guy to get along with and easy to talk to. You know, especially on social media. You know. You know. I've had people ask me questions. What What are your thoughts on this? What's your thoughts on that? I'll give my thoughts. You know, my opinion. Keep it minimal. Keep it to the bare minimum. Just the minimum. You know. Don't give them the whole fucking encyclopedia bullshit. You know? Just keep it minimal. You know. Because less is more. And less is more. And gotta really where we at now? We are at 51 minutes in 50 seconds. Okay. I like coming out here, and I love coming out here. It's nice. I know it'll get hot later in the year. Um, we're already where we at? Let's see here. Where are we at? Okay, no. I need a calendar. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Let me calendar here. Today's the 26th. Okay. Yeah, today's the 26th. Okay. Because next week, the end of the month will be about the 30th. The 30th on a Friday. Yeah. 30th is on a Friday. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, the 30th. Because today's Monday. Yeah, today is Monday. Okay. Yeah. Today's Monday. Okay. Now, I haven't used Facebook in a while. I'll go on. I'll check it out, but kind of minimal. But I see myself as retired, semi-retired from using it. Because I mean, Instagram, I see myself retired from using it. And the reason is, it's bad. The only reason why Mark Zuckerberg bought WhatsApp, Instagram, was to compete against Snapchat. Instagram and Snapchat are two completely different types of platforms. You know, only difference is on Snapchat you can type of a message and it goes away. Instagram, you do a message, it stays there. Why? Because they store it. It's stored, you know. I haven't used Snapchat in like forever, you know, like forever, a while. That's why you want to minimize of what platforms to use. Now, on here, I use MeWe, Minds, Tumblr, X, Clapper, Rumble, Getter. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I use 7. That's the minimum. And the reason I use the alternative, the reason why I use the alternative platforms on here is that I don't trust Meta. I don't trust YouTube half the time. I don't trust TikTok, but I use it anyway. Am I a fool? Yeah, I'm a fool. Yeah, I admit that. But the thing is, what I do it for is I want to spread critical thinking. I want to spread critical thinking on these platforms. I want to spread critical free thinking. And that's what scares the elites. Someone that has and is using critical thinking. That's what they front upon, but I don't care. Right, folks, it's time to put the turkey in the oven. My name is Reverend Ordo, spelled REVANORDO. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, share, comment below, hit the bell for notification, and always live healthy, happy, and wise. And I mean healthy and wise. And we'll all see you next time in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed. Buddha bless.